eating out of smaller portions. I think I said that. I was so watching my eating, exercising, drinking more water. And when it came to the workouts, I was really, really diligent about the workouts. Like, I was working out, posting my workouts online, doing high cardio, and at my age, and at our age, I'm, plus 50 something, you have to be careful with, the types of exercises you're doing, because if you do the wrong thing or make the wrong move, especially when you got weak knees and a weak back, if you hurt yourself, then you done set yourself back where you can't do anything. Hurt your ankle, sprain your wrist or something like that. Let's say, I done been on the treadmill trying to turn it wide open, or on the walking path trying to turn it wide open, and you trip, and I'm having to catch my balance trying to get off of there. Excuse me. And, you mess around and hurt yourself. It's a setback. So you have to be consistent, and you have to be careful. But anyway, all of those things, just the scale was not moving, and I was tipping like 270. I was like on my way to like 280, and as far as I'm concerned, I might as well have been 300 pounds. If you're that close, not watching the scale, not paying attention to where you are for like months and months and months, had I stepped on a scale at 255 or 260, I would have at least been able to pull back and say, hey, over the line, somewhere on that point. But I wasn't even able to do that, because, you just think ain't nothing working. So, what's the point of me, keep doing all of this? If it's going to be the same whether I eat the cake or not, then I might as well just eat the cake. So, I don't know. And I went to the doctor and kind of explained my story, the health history, with all, the family medical issues and all that kind of stuff. And, my grandmother passing early, my mom passing early. I was like, I don't want to take that road. If I have a choice in being better and being around for my family, and, there are things that I can do on a daily basis to give me, and them, the abundant life that God wants all of us to have. There's something that I can do. I want to be able to do that if it's possible. If it's just a matter of me willing to do something, I want to do that. So something had to change. I just reached a breaking point when that scale hit almost 300 pounds. As far as I'm concerned, in my head, that was the breaking point. Like, what do we need a plan. We need it. So, that's part one. Doing everything that you can do and still not seeing any kind of results. Or if you see a result, it's 1 pound, it's 2 pounds, it's 3 pounds, and then which you can easily shift, up and down again within, a matter of time if you, change your habits. So yeah, that was that. That's everything that I did, and I felt like I was controlling my environment too. Generally, I'm not bad with lunch. I probably snack. No, let's put that in there. I snack more than I should have been, and snacking on the wrong things. There's nothing wrong with snacking, because you do want to keep your metabolism up. But when you're sitting in the car on a long commute, eating a big old bag of potato chips, a couple of times a week, that's not good. That's a lot different than eating a bowl of watermelon or a bowl of cherries or, grapes, or, even a handful of trail mix. Measured foods in here, so when it's over, it's over. That's a big difference. Drinking sodas and stuff like that every day, sugary sodas, not diet sodas. All those things count, add up, and they make a difference in your results as well. I have to say that.